Alrighty, you guys know we have been working on telling time to the nearest 1 minute. Today we are going to determine if those times to the nearest 1 minute are occurring in the AM or the PM. So we're going to build some frame of reference for what is AM and what is PM, okay? I would like for you to please go to your Seesaw activities, click that light bulb to refresh that feed, and let us take a look at AM or PM, what time of day. So today we're going to construct the difference between AM or PM because as you know, times happen twice a day. It is 10:35 now. It will be 10:35 later today as well. The difference is AM and PM, okay? Alrighty, in that add response button, go ahead and click it. You will notice on slide 1, we have our success criteria. Okay, our goals are circled for you in the blue. Tell and write time from an analog clock using AM and PM. Again, analog is what you see here, or like what you would see on a watch face, not a smartwatch, a classic watch. Okay. We will also recognize and recall academic vocabulary, including yawn. Time, minute, hour, analog, AM, and PM. Okay, that is what we are going to take a look at today. Go ahead and move on to slide 2 for a quick review. You guys have seen these notes before. One whole day has 24 hours. 12 of those hours are in the AM, and the other 12 of those hours are in the PM. Again, this clock shows that we have times twice, noon, midnight, 12, 11, 11 together, 10, 10 together. So times happen twice, okay? When we get to AM, we're starting at 12 and we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then when we go to PM, we're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So AM is going up to start your day. PM is going down to end your day. Okay? Questions on that? Wonderful. Here are some examples of AM and PM and the differences between them. Guys, I'm rhyming left and right today. Gotta share my sound. All right.
Telling time, AM and PM. Ella's alarm clock woke her at 7 o'clock this morning. How do we show that it is 7 o'clock in the morning and not 7 o'clock at night? There are 24 hours in one day. Those 24 hours are divided into 2 parts. Each part is 12 hours long. These parts are called AM and PM. The first part of the day goes from midnight to noon. It is the morning. We call the time between midnight and noon AM. AM comes from a Latin phrase that means before noon. The second part of the day goes from noon to midnight. It is the afternoon and evening. We call the time between noon and midnight PM. PM comes from a Latin phrase that means after midday. Watch out! It is both light and dark during the AM, and it is both light and dark during the PM.
That is an important distinction. I think I have even made the mistake of saying when it's bright and early, when the light is out in the morning, not so much, because it is light during the PM as well, okay? At noon, afternoon, that is PM, and it is bright as day then, okay? It's also dark in the AM. At 1 in the morning, it is dark outside. So we cannot tell the difference between AM and PM with light and dark, okay? We have to use the awareness of what's happening during the day. William, a question.
Like this morning, it was still dark out at 7 o'clock.
It was. Now that we've had daylight savings time, we were used to having a bright, sunny wake up, and now it is back to being dark, but we get a longer, bright afternoon or evening. Levin, a question or comment?
The reason why it's sometimes not always warm out is because, like yesterday, the hours got pushed, so got earlier. By the time I would have woke up, it would have been 9 in the morning.
Yes, so our time did get pushed forward, which makes us lose an hour over nighttime of that sleep. That is correct. Terrence.
So, like right now, it is 10:40 a.m. and it will be 10:40, which I will be awake.
10:40 p.m. will be 12 hours from now. Yes. All
And I
right.
was awake.
Nope. All right, here we go.
Ella's alarm clock woke her at 7 o'clock this morning. Did Ella's alarm clock wake her at 7 o'clock a.m. or 7 o'clock p.m.?
And
7 o'clock
It's
a.m.
obviously PM.
You got it.
Lucy's mother read her a bedtime story at 8:30. Was Lucy's bedtime story at 8:30 a.m. or 8:30 p.m.? "8:30 p.m."
Good.
Sam washed his hands before eating supper at 6 o'clock.
Supper.
Did Sam wash his hands at 6 o'clock a.m. or 6 o'clock p.m.? "6 o'clock p.m."
Yay. All right, let's take some time to practice this on our own on our seesaw activity on slide 3. You will notice this is what our work is going to look like today. There will be a clock displaying a time. There will be a description of an event, and there is a space for you to write the time and circle AM or PM. Okay, this states with your teacher. Levin, a question.
And speaking of time, the Amber Alert would have been later. It would have been at 1 a.m. in the morning.
There was an Amber Alert, yes,
2
this
a.m.
past
in the
weekend.
morning.
There was an Amber Alert, that is correct, AM. All righty, so on slide 3, we are going to work on this right here, okay? It says, read what is happening, so let's do that. When would you be waking up? Okay, so we're waking up. When do we do that? We do that in the AM, okay, as the sun is rising. That is when most people wake up. Now, there are people who use the third shift, Justin, and might have to wake up in the PM, but most people, and definitely you guys, because you're students, are waking up in the AM, okay? So AM. I'm circling, you're circling. I'm writing, you're writing. All right, step 1, read what is happening. Done. Step 2, read the clock and write the time. Let's read this clock. First, we are going to stretch out that hour hand. It is after the 6. It is not yet to the 7. So it is still 6. Let's write that hour down. And William says, oh yeah, I woke up at 6, ready for my day. Okay, 6. Now we're going to look at these minutes. Okay, our minute hand is our longer hand. There are 60 minutes. It needs a longer hand to show all of them. So we are at 0, 5, 10, and then we're not to 15 yet. So we're at the 10, and then our minute hand has gone 1, 2, 3. 3 hops past 10. So that's 11, 12, 13. So it is 6:13. I'll give you a moment to catch up because I'm writing, you're writing, and I'm seeing a lot of friends who don't look like they are writing. So I shall check screens. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. Motto, slide 3. Love, we're on slide 3. Okay, and again, it is AM, so let's circle that AM. We've read the clock and wrote the time, determine if this is AM or PM, and circle. Done. Got it. Questions about what we have done here, about why it's AM? Feeling okay? 11?
Like when I finish and you're checking over everybody's work, can I move to the next slide and wait for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Alrighty, slide 4. That is where we are. It says with your teacher. Let's do this again. Read what is happening. When would you brush your teeth? Now look, there's a clarifying statement because hopefully you're brushing your teeth twice a day because ain't nobody trying to smell your stank breath. When would you brush your teeth? I would brush my teeth before bed. Before we go to bed. So let's check this out. When I go to bed, it is in the nighttime. That is PM. That is afternoon. Get it? Afternoon. It's afternoon. Now you're getting why we say it's noon at 12 o'clock, because then it's after the noon. You're welcome, thank you. I can tell you like that. All right, so afternoon, PM. So read what is happening. Done. Read the clock and write the time. Let's take a look at this clock. Our hour hand is after the 8. It has not touched the 9. So it is 8. The hour is 8. Justin, you can't write your work down if you're playing with a thermometer. Camille, we're on slide 4, sis. Okay. Now it says read the clock and write the time. We've done the hour. We haven't done the minute yet. Let's do the minutes. Okay, our minutes. We are at 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. I hope you don't get tricked. We're not at 25. 25 is here. The clock is not there. So we're going to count by ones. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We are 4 hops after 20 or 1 hop before 25. So it is 8:24. So read the clock and write the time. Done. Determine if this is AM or PM and circle. We've already determined that. It is PM. We go to bed in the PM. Yes, Justin.
Yeah, both of the numbers was 8 and 24. That's Kobe Bryant's numbers.
They are Kobe Bryant's numbers. Great connection. Long live Kobe. All right. 8:24 p.m. Questions so far? Okay. This next one is the last one that we're going to do together. Slide 5. Read what is happening. Okay, let's read it. When would you eat dinner? Look at that spaghetti. That looks delicious. We eat dinner after noon, after the 12 o'clock noon. So that is PM. Okay. Step 2, read the clock and determine and write the time. Okay, so let's go over here to this clock. Our hour hand is after the 6. It is not to the 7. So it is still 6. It is in the 6th hour of the PM section of the day. Minute hand, take a look, y'all. We know this one. It's right on the 6. And we know that that is half of the hour. So it is 6:30. Dinner is at 6:30 p.m. Questions? Okay. You are getting ready to do this exact skill. Oh, I forgot to check. Read the clock, determine if it's AM or PM. Done. You are going to complete this exact skill with a partner. Okay. You are going to work on slides 6 through 12. So there are 6 slides of work. It's the exact same skills: reading the clock, determining the time, determining AM or PM. Okay. Then we will come back to work together. All right. Any questions before I send you to your work? All righty. I'm going to send you into your breakout rooms, and then we will begin. All righty, you've worked with your partner on slide 6. You should have found this answer. When would you look at the stars? This would happen in the PM. I hope you didn't get tricked by that hour hand. I stretched it out for you. It is still in the 9. It has not yet touched the 10. It is after the 9. Okay, so it is 9, and then our minutes are 52, 9:52 p.m. Questions, concerns, comments about this one? Levin.
Sorry, wasn't about this.
Gotcha. Let me know when you're ready for what it is afterwards. All right. 9:52 p.m. Next one, slide 7. When would you be going to school? This would happen in the AM. This clock is showing 7. It is after the 7. It has not yet touched the 8. Our minutes are 3 hops after the 5. 1, 2, 3, or 5, 05, 06, 07, 08, 7:08. Questions about this one? Okie doke. Let's check our next one. Slide 8. Slide 8 is shown here. When would you go to recess? This clock is showing 12 o'clock. Hopefully you know that you are not going to recess at midnight, which would be AM when the day starts over. You're going to recess at the PM, that is in the afternoon, or in this case, right at noon. Questions, questions, questions. Okie doke. Next one, taking a look at slide 9. This states, when would you eat lunch? You would eat lunch at school actually in the AM before noon. The hour is past the 11. It is not yet to the 12, so it is 11:25, 26, 27, 11:27 a.m. Hopefully you know you're not eating lunch at 11:27 p.m. That would be a midnight snack. All righty. Next one, slide 10. This says, when would you read in bed? And this one's kind of tricky because you might read in bed in the morning when you're doing your reading log, but this is discussing and assuming that you are in bed for the night. Okay, you've gone into your bed. You're not laying on your bed. You are in the bed, under the covers, tucked in, ready to go. Okay, that would be PM or afternoon. The hour is past the 8. It has not yet touched the 9. It looks like it is very close to the 9, but it is not. It is still 8. We also know that it's not 9 because the new hour would start right here, and it's not right here yet. So it is 8:50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 8:54. Questions about that one? Okay. Our final one that you should have, final 2 you should have completed with your partner. When would you do your homework? That is in the PM. It is afternoon. Our hour hand is after the 3. It is not to the 4, so it is 3. And here's our minutes: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 1 minute later is 46, 3:46 p.m. And finally, slide 12. When would you eat breakfast? This is in the AM, before noon in the morning. And our hour hand is after the 6. It has not touched the 7. Our minute hand is at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 6:28 p.m. Okay. You are now to your independent work today. Your independent work is on slides 13 through 16. On slides 13 and 14, you will write the time shown on each clock. If you would like a video for review, you can click on that link to watch that video to review the skill. You may also utilize this tool to build the times to see what they would look like if this will help you. Okay? So again, on slides 13 and 14, it says write the time shown on each clock. On slide 14, you are going to look at this digital clock that says 6:18, and you are going to drag and spin the hour hand to show it is in the 6th hour. Oh no, I just moved my hour hand. You are going to drag and spin the minute hand to show that it is 18. Okay, 6:18. On slide 16, you have a quiz. The quiz says, write the time that is shown on the clock. There's the clock. Explain how you know that time is correct using vocabulary words such as time, minute, hour, analog, AM, and PM. Okay? So you have 2 things to do on this slide. 1, what time is on the clock? 2, explain. All right, that is your independent work for today.